Hi everyone, so this is just going to be a Q&A about student life at Kent. I'll just wait for a few more people to join first. So as I said just now, this is just going to be a Q&A where you guys can ask me any questions you might have before going to uni, hopefully get rid of any worries you might have and leave you feeling excited and prepared to start uni life. So if you have any questions, just comment them down below and I'll try my best to answer them. But just a little bit about me first. My name's Amelia. I've just finished my first year at Kent and I'm going into second year. I study forensic science and I am based at the Canterbury campus, and last year I lived in Parkwood Houses. So I'll just start with a question I got beforehand, which was what essentials do I need to bring to uni? So first off, I would say definitely a pair of sliders or slippers, especially if you have shared facilities like a kitchen or a bathroom, because they do get quite dirty, especially if no one's done the cleaning recently. And also, if you have fire drills in your accommodation, like really early in the morning, you just want something you can slip on really easily, because otherwise it will just be a big hassle, and if the floor's all dirty, you'll ruin your socks. So definitely a pair of those. And then a lot of things I would say you might want to buy, definitely see once you've moved into your accommodation first, like drawer dividers, a shower caddy, over the door hooks, because your accommodation might already have it. So and you're not moving into the middle of nowhere, so you can always buy things once you've got there. Like if you forget anything, don't worry. But yeah, like a shower caddy, storage saver drawers if you don't have enough storage, or like boxes you can put under your bed. And also I found really useful like an extra mirror, because I had like a full length mirror in my room, but I wanted like a mirror I could put by the window, like doing my makeup or whatever. Also hangers are really good, because a lot of accommodation don't give you hangers, they just give you like the cupboard with the rail. And also an extension lead if you don't have a power socket by your bed, so you can just charge your phone really easily. Pins for your notice board, an ice cube tray, which is really good for pre-drinks or if you want to make a coffee in the morning. Bags for life are really useful. I use them when I go shopping or get it delivered, and even to carry my laundry to like the washing machines. And if you go shopping in person, like for your food, I'd recommend getting a trolley coin, or like just make sure you have a pound coin, because a lot of people don't really carry cash around anymore. So that's just really useful. And also a speaker, which is just good for like playing music at pre-drinks, or if you want to go out and have a picnic with your friends. Air fresheners or diffusers for your room or bathroom are a must. And also a fan. I needed a fan because my room last year got so hot. I literally begged my friend to bring it to me, who was visiting me a few days after I moved in. And I used it nearly every single day. So if you get hot quite easily like me, definitely get a fan. And Tupperware, so you don't have to cook every single day. You can just heat up leftovers like the next day. A passport you'll probably need if you want to get a part-time job while you're at uni, and just any photos or decorations you might want to put up in your room to make it more like homely, and just make your room really nice. But yeah, if you have any questions, just comment them down below. But yeah, another question I got beforehand was, what should I not bring to uni? So I'd say you won't really need a clothes basket, because they can be quite bulky, and it's just easy if you have like a hamper with handles, and then you can like collapse it as well, or even just using bags for life. That's what I did. Also, if you have like an Alexa or like a Google Home, mine wouldn't really connect to the Wi-Fi because you have to download some software to connect it to the Wi-Fi, so you can always try it out, but for me it didn't really work. Also candles, although it's like nice decoration, it's a fire hazard, so you can't really bring those. Old A-level work, I know it would be like good to like, you'd think it would be good to have, but a lot of lecturers tell you not to use any old resources because they just want you to focus on what the new information they're giving you and to make sure everyone's on the same level. So you don't need to bring your old A-level work. Books, a lot of these will be online or in the library to borrow, so you don't really need to buy anything. Or just wait first and see which ones your lecturers ask you to get, and then if you do need to buy books, I'd say get them second hand because they can be quite expensive. And you don't need to bring too much stationery because first off, if you go to the Freshers' Fair, you'll probably get a bunch of stationery for free there. And a lot of work is online anyways, so I brought a ton of stationery and I never really used it because I just completed all of my assignments on my laptop. So just keep that in mind that you don't need too much, or just buy it when you need it. And if possible, if you know who you're living with next year and you're missing things, try and organise it with them. Like if you need a cheese grater, you don't need to get one if like 10 other people have cheese graters. So if possible, try and work it out with everyone if they don't mind sharing. And check what's already provided for you in your accommodation. Like you'll probably be given a kettle, an iron, some places give you toasters, some don't. So just try and find out what you don't need to buy, so you don't buy more things than you need. And a printer, I know it would be like quite convenient to have, and some people do bring printers, but I'd say it's just more cost effective to use the ones at the uni or like the library. And if you do have a printer, then people will just probably ask you to buy things for them, or print things for them, sorry. So it can be quite annoying. And also a car, you don't really need to bring your car because parking can be quite expensive and everyone will probably ask you to drive them everywhere, and it's really easy to get transport from the uni. Like there are the bus stops all around campus, and there's like a train station nearby as well, so it's really easy to just get public transport instead. But yeah, anyone new joining, this is a Q&A about student life, so comment any questions you have down below and I'll try my best to answer them. But yeah, another question I got beforehand was, how should I prepare for Welcome Week? So I'd say definitely check emails and follow the uni on social media to make sure that you're up to date with everything and you don't miss out on anything. Check what events are on. You can see them all on the Kent Union website, and there's so many on for Welcome Week. And just know your timetable because you don't want to be out somewhere and then realise you were supposed to be on like a Teams call. So just make sure you know what's going on. And beforehand, before you come to uni, you can always set up your Wi-Fi and like download any software you need to, and check your technology is like with all the right things that you need it for on uni. Like you can find it all on the Kent website. There's like certain requirements you'll need your like laptops to do or something depending on what you use it for. And yeah, just get familiar with like the facilities on campus, like what ones you might want to try out and like use once you're there. Just get yourself excited. Find out what like bus routes you might want to take, like if you're going to plan on going shopping or whatever, and any support services you might want to use once you're there, or like campus security, and like know how to stay safe. Like I know there's an app that the uni tells you to get, which is called Safe Zone, I think, and it's really good. It's like it has a button you can press, and then after a few seconds it will automatically call security or the police depending on where you are, or what you need. So it's definitely a good idea to have that just in case. And yeah, just start looking into societies and clubs, or like workout classes even, because all first years get a free gym membership. So yeah, just think about what ones you might want to join or try out for, and then follow their social media for updates on like auditions or like tryouts, that kind of thing. But yeah, starting uni, Welcome Week is probably going to be a bit nerve-wracking, but also exciting. So just try your best to throw yourself in. And just remember, you don't have to go to every single thing. Like, don't wear yourself out, and if you're not if you're not comfortable doing something, then you don't have to do it. So just keep that in mind. But yeah, any more questions? What events are on during Welcome Week? So there's so many events. They're all on the Kent Union website under what's on, and then it's got the list of all the events. But there's like a wide range, like drinking ones and also like non-drinking ones. So if you don't drink, you don't have to feel any pressure to. But yeah, there's like campus tours, movie nights, music nights with karaoke, open mic, cocktail nights. There's a carnival with fun fair rides, school discos, mini golf, bingo. There's even pizza giveaway. There's just so many things. So definitely check it out. And then you can also get a K pass, which will, if you're planning on going to a lot of events, it will work out cheaper, because then you can, if you buy this pass one-off, you can go to all the events during that week for free, or you can even get one for the whole year. So it's definitely worth looking into. But yeah, there's also going to be a welcome fair probably at the end of the week. And then that will be like all the different societies and clubs. So you can just take a look around and see what ones you might want to join, and then you'll probably get a load of freebies there. So it's definitely worth checking out. Yeah. Another question, what can I expect from Freshers Week? So it's just going to be like an adjustment period for you to get used to being at uni before you actually start your studies. And yeah, it would be normal to be homesick, but I would just recommend you decorating your room with like photos of your family and friends and stuff, just to make it feel more like homely. But yeah, it will just be like everyone in your flat or house moving in at different times slowly, getting to meet new people, and just adjusting to your new home and like living independently. And yeah, it will probably be a lot of going to events, lots of games to get to know each other, and yeah, and just you'll probably have a timetable as well where you'll have like calls, where you can meet people on your course, meet your lecturers, and like an introduction to your course. So the whole week is just kind of an introduction to uni. So yeah. Alright, any more questions? When I got, is it easy to make friends? Yes, everyone is in the same boat. So if you're worried about making friends, don't be. Like, everyone is eager to make friends, so you don't have to worry. And it's so easy to make friends. Like, you'll have your flatmates already, like your neighbours, you'll meet people on your course, in any societies you join, at parties. Like, there's just people everywhere who are happy to make friends. So don't worry. In my personal experience, I would say joining societies is one of the easiest way to make friends, because you've already got like that thing in common, and then also you'll meet people who are in all different years and not just the same year as you, so that can be like quite fun, and you can like learn from them, or they can help you. But yeah, and then also just hang out in social areas during the first few weeks to help you make new friends, because if you just stay cooped up in your room, you're not going to meet anyone. And I know it can be quite daunting, but it's just worth going out of your comfort zone sometimes, because otherwise you won't really meet anyone. So yeah, just hang out in like your kitchen, like social areas, like if you've got like, I know Hut 8 is for like people who live in Turing, but yeah, just hang out in social areas and you'll meet new people. And also if you could get a doorstop, that could also really help, because if you have your door like open, then people are gonna feel like more welcome to like introduce themselves once you've moved in, and it just saves a bit of awkwardness of like having to knock on the door, and it's just a bit scary. But yeah, and also if you don't click with people straight away, then don't worry, because a lot of people find their close friends like later on in the year. Like, you'll meet a lot of people in the first term, but like as time goes on, you'll find out who you really click with. So don't worry if you're kind of not really making the friends you were hoping to. And if you do actually have problems with like the people you live with, it is possible to change your accommodation as a last resort, but hardly anyone ever does that because most people do get along with the people they live with, so don't worry. Okay, next question. What support is available if I'm struggling to adjust to university life? So there's so much support available at Kent. Like, one of their strong points, I would say, is like mental health awareness, like student support, that kind of stuff. But there's mental health advisors who are always there to help, and you can also get counselling here. And there's also support groups you can join if you do want to. And there's also loads of wellbeing events and workshops you can do, like coffee mornings. They also do like walking buddy on like both campuses, and like stress workshops, mindfulness sessions, and that's also a way you can make friends as well by going to those. And it's just like they're just there to help if you need it. But yeah, you can find loads of information about that on the Kent website under student support. There's a ton of information there. But yeah, it's normal to feel homesick and like struggling to adjust, but I'd say just give it some time, and then decorate your room to make it more homely, phone your parents, keep them up to date, and yeah, just give it a chance, because if you can settle in, it's just definitely worth, just you'll thrive. I promise you'll thrive at uni. But yeah. Alright, next question. What advice would you give to first year students? So I'd say just to get stuck in, like time goes by so quickly. I feel like I was in my first year, like like I'm starting now, but yeah, just make use of everything while you're on campus. Take advantage of that fact, because it's so convenient to live on campus. I'm sad I'm not living on campus this year. Yeah, unpack quickly, because it will get busy quite fast if you're going to like loads of events and meeting new people, and get to know everything on offer to you, and like job schemes, like all the support the uni offers. Like, just take full advantage of it, and explore the area, like on campus in Canterbury city centre. Like, I know a lot of people in their third year, they really regret not exploring before, because they've just like found their favourite cafe, and now they have like hardly any time left to go to it, or like even joining societies. They didn't join it sooner and they're really sad about it. So just take advantage of it and throw yourself in. But yeah, it's good to step out of your comfort zone every once in a while. But if you do ever need help, don't be afraid to reach out. There's so many people there to help you, like your academic advisor or student support. But yeah, also to make a budget before you go, and make sure you stick to it. Try not to go into your overdraft, because otherwise you'll just build up a huge amount of debt and you'll be scared every time you open your bank account. But yeah, and I'd also say agree with your flatmates, the people you're living with, some like cleaning and house rules when you first move in, because otherwise all the cleaning's going to build up, no one's going to do it, or it will all be on like one person to do it, which isn't really fair, and it's just not going to be a nice environment. And yeah, just agree like how long, like things like how long to leave dishes in the sink before you're cleaning them up, or like clean mess up after you make it, like straight away. Like, that sounds like a really obvious one, but people don't do it. And like if you see the bins are full, take out the bins. Like, you can also like agree, like if people don't mind sharing things, whether it's food or like kitchen utensils, because some people are happy to share but others don't want you to touch their stuff. So it would be good if you can agree with your flatmates on rules, and also know how to cook beforehand. Otherwise you're gonna move in and then you're gonna just be cooking like super noodles and cereal. And if you know, learn how to clean a toilet as well. Yeah, okay. Any other questions? I've got one last one here if no one else has anything else. But what finance tips would you give to people starting uni? So I would say definitely use a student discount when you're shopping, like uni days, student beans, because in the long run you'll save a lot of money when you add it all up. And also, as I said just now, work out a budget beforehand, and and then set a weekly one, because then you'll know if you're sticking to it, and like it's just easy. And then you can get an app to help you out as well. I used Yolt to track my spending in my first year, and it was quite good, so I'd recommend that one. Also, if you could get a part-time job, that will probably really help you out as well, and then you don't have to worry so much about money, and just enjoy it. Join loyalty schemes at like supermarkets and shops, because it will in the long run save you a lot of money, and you can get loads of free things too. I know Prepped has like a subscription where you can get free drinks for a month, and I know a lot of people took full advantage of that, so just definitely look into things. And also a clothes era, because using the tumble dryer, I know a lot of clothes can't go in the tumble dryer anyway, but it can be quite expensive if you keep using it, and it's just like a cheaper alternative to just dry your clothes. But yeah, that's all the questions, I believe, if no one else has any. But if no one else has any, yeah, I'll end it here. But if you have any other questions, feel free to message the uni on social media, and we'll get back to you. But yeah, I hope this helped, and good luck if you're starting uni. I know you'll really enjoy your time at Kent, so just make the most of it. Okay, bye!